Hello everyone. Um, so we're gonna be solving the CodingBat problem, and I'll be solving each and every one of them. And also, I'm sorry about the music in the background. Someone's actually singing, so I hope you just pay it no mind. So now we're gonna start doing it, and we're gonna start now. So for now, for the meantime, we're gonna do Python because I'm still learning Java, and I'm definitely gonna take a lot longer when it comes to Java than Python because Python doesn't require that much input. So now we're gonna go for the warm up, which is the simple warm up problems to get started, no loops. So let's go. And there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's get started. So the parameter weekday is true if it is a weekday, and the parameter vacation is true if we are on vacation. We sleep in it if it is not a weekday or we are on vacation. Return true if we sleep in. Okay, so if not weekday or return true if we sleep in. Okay. I'll just do it like this. Day and vacation. I think that's enough. I don't know if this is gonna be this is gonna do it. Okay, we still have one problem. So false equals to true. True is equal. Okay. I think I know how to do this. Not weekday, and is it also not vacation because it's also false from here? So let's see. That would be correct for here, but now it's incorrect for this one, I think. Let's see. So the parameter is true if it is weekday. So if this is true, and the parameter vacation is also true. So that means that we are on vacation. However, we sleep in if it is not a weekday or we are on vacation. So if it's not a weekday or we are on vacation. So I think we're gonna use or vacation. If this does not work, we may have to use and. Okay, that's correct. So there we go. That's the first one so far. So we have two monkeys, A and B, and the parameters A underscore smile and B underscore smile indicate if each is smiling. We are in trouble if they are both smiling or if neither of them is smiling. Return true if we are in trouble. So that means that we're just gonna do return two monkeys and B indicate if each is smiling. I see. A smile and B smile, or not A smile and not B smile. Although I think you can just do it by saying A smile and not B smile, right? I think this actually works. No, it actually only works for one. This thing works for everything. Okay, that's the solution. So let's go to the next one. I'm sorry if the dog is actually barking loud. It's really noisy in the neighborhood, so I apologize. So given two int values, return their sum. Unless the two values are the same, then return double their sum. I think this is pretty simple. Let me just do it like this. I think a lot of people have already answered this problem, and I think this is very easy for those who knows what they're doing. I'm sorry, that was wrong. Else equals 1. There you go. I think that's the solution. That's correct. Oh, we got a star. That's very nice. Let's go to the next one. So, given an integer, return the absolute difference between n and 21, except return double the absolute difference is if n is over 21. Okay, so return. Let me see. I think this is n 21. and 21 if it's over. If n plus 10 equal 21, else return double the absolute difference. Double the absolute difference. I think we're doing it like this. Okay, we need to do abs. That's one way for us to, or I think it can be done like that. No, it can't be done like that. Let me just do it like this. Oh, is it this? Oh, okay. I think that still works the same. We're just gonna do ABS here. There you go. So it's okay if we just do it like this, but if there's a case where it's okay if we have negative numbers, then we're not gonna be using absolute, or rather we can just do it like 21 minus n, unless we just go right here. I think it's okay if we have this minus here. Yeah, it's okay. So definitely we can use ABS for this problem. We're just gonna save it. There you go. So next is we have allowed talking parrot. The hour parameter is the current hour time in the range of 0 range 23. We are in trouble if the parrot is talking and the hour is before 7 or after 20. So return true if we are in trouble. So right now it's this is a very easy way you can do it. I don't know. I think doing range. I've never used range before like this. So I mean, forgive me. I'm just actually experimenting this for the first time. And so hour. Okay. I think this works. I don't think range works. So hour is less than 7 or hour more than 20. I think this is it. I think there is no equal here. Oh, okay. Maybe this is what he meant. Before 7 or it's before 7. Okay, good. I think the problem here may be because I didn't put parentheses. Yeah. Because the thing is, it's saying that if talking and hour is less than 7, then it's gonna go true or false unless or hour is more than 20. So that's what's happening. So we have to use a parenthesis. It's very important. All right, to the next one. Makes 10. So given two ints a and b, return true if one of them is 10 or if their sum is 10. So return a is equal 10 or b is equal 10. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna make it faster. A plus b is equal to 10. There you go. I think that's it. Oh, we got another star. That's good. So given an integer n, return true if it is within 10 of 100 or 200. So absolute sum computes the absolute value of a number. So if it is within 10 of 100, so what does that mean though? Is it so the way I understand this, if it's like 90 then 110, something along that line. Okay. I think if I understand this correctly, return. He did say something like 200, so maybe we're gonna go for more than, maybe like something like 10 of 100 or something like that. But we could just say 90. So return n equal 90 and n. One way to do an inclusion like this is to do this, or of course we're gonna create a parenthesis here now, like that. So just to differentiate both of them, 190 and n equal 210. I think this is correct. I'm not really sure. Yeah, this is all correct. So that's how I understand the problem. I think there is one way to see if it's actually correct, but I'm not really sure myself. I think one way to do this would be to either, like, let's say n minus 100 is let's say less than 10, less than or equal, or n minus 200 is less than or equal 10. Something like this. But we're not gonna go too much deep into that since we already know that this is a more better answer. So let's go. So given two integer values, return true if one of is negative and one is positive. Except if the parameter negative is true, then return true only if both are negative. Okay, so if the parameter negative is true, then return true if only both of them are negative. So I think we're just gonna do it a simple way. We're gonna do not negative, and so it must not be not negative. And let's just say, oh, we can just do it like that. A is less than 0, since it's gonna be, and then B is more than 0, or we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna add another parenthesis so we don't destroy this code. So if B is less than 0 and A is more than 0, so let's say if this works. Okay, so I think this does not work for this thing. So I really wanted it to work to say that this is true if it's this. Yeah, we have to find a way that could fit inside this. I could do it like this. I could do it like maybe. Oh, yeah, that would not work. So let's keep finding a way for me to do this in one line. So I think returning true if it's less than negative. Okay. I think this works. Not negative and yeah, but we already have an and for if it's less than 0 and B is more than 0, or B is less than 0 and A is more than 0. So both of them should not be the same number. Confusing. Very confusing. I'm just gonna add another parenthesis. I keep adding parentheses just to like make sure I'm not making this any wrong. Yeah, the only problem would be if both of them are negative. Okay. I think I understand it a little bit now. Or negative and A is less than 0 and B is less than 0. I said how we do it. Yeah, that's how we do it. So I was kind of thinking of a way for this to be true regardless of this line of code, but then I realized that can't happen because this will just say it's false if this is not true, or true if this is true. So I had to add another conditional statement. So that is good. So we're gonna go to the next one. So given a string, return a new string where not has been added to the front. However, the string, if the string already begins with not, return the string unchanged. So you can use either start with. I don't know how to use start with, by the way. I'm not very familiar with this thing like start with. Usually when I do it like this. So it return str if I don't remember if it's 3, something like that. That checks for the str itself, but else we're gonna return not, we're just gonna do it like this, not str. There you go. So I think this is good. Or not. Does it go out of range? Huh. We're wrong on something. Invalid syntax. Syntax. It's definitely not that. I'm just gonna figure this out. What's the problem here? Turn str. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna check if this is actually correct, because I keep forgetting like the index notation. False. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is correct, because it definitely saying not. Okay, so this is correct. However, this thing is not correct. Am I missing my line of code something? Yeah, we could do it like this. Wait. Oh, it's returning it like that? That's interesting. It returns it as a list, which is crazy. Yeah, it returned it 2 times too. Look at that. Yeah. I don't know why I can't use the formatted string when I literally just did this. Yeah, I cannot use it. That's so interesting, by the way. Oh, and we got our first star. I think we finished it. Oh, we got one more. We got one more line. Okay, there you go. So given a non-empty string and an integer n, return a new string where the chat at index n has been removed. The value of n will be valid index of a char in the original string. So n will be in the range 0 len str1. Okay, so therefore, the thing we wanted to do is we remove the index value of this line. So I think, that's an interesting way of doing this. I was kind of thinking of maybe getting like a index, a value, remove, or something along that line, but I don't know how to do that, and I definitely forgot, or maybe there's just none of that. I think the only way we're gonna be able to do this is to do it, maybe we can do it like this. Let me just think of something. N, or I think n here. Co plus str n, something like that. I just I just finished the entire thing. That's crazy. So this thing is on the chocolate because it's on the 8-1. I think, did it remove it though? Yeah, it did. This thing removed everything. Yeah, this thing too. Oh. So we're gonna make this. So it's 0. Yeah, I think definitely, because we're going to start with n and then n. Char, return using with the char at index n has been removed. Interesting. So how do I do this? I was gonna say I was gonna use a for loop, but then I was like, nah, there's no way. So this already works though, but it only gets this type because it removes them. But after getting like how far it can go, I think what we're gonna have to do now is to add. I think we can do a negative n. Okay, oh, okay, that's backwards. I was kind of thinking of doing backward n again, but the backward n, I see, is it -1? So we don't actually add? No. Yeah, we already know it's k. Kitten. Okay. So we're not doing +1. What's we're gonna do? Yeah, there you go. That confused me a little bit. I think this can be done like this. Like that. To make things easier. Oh, it's not. Yeah, but anyway, we just finished it. So, I mean, you kind of have to learn more about index notation. So this thing tries to remove the beginning of the word, and this thing tries to remove the end of the word, which was right here. That's why this one was k and this was 10 without the k and the I, because n was 1 and 1, 2, so we removed 0, 1, we started at 2, which is t, until we reached n. So, I mean, I hope that explains a lot. And, okay. Given a string, return a new string where the first and last chars have been exchanged. Also, this thing is pretty cool. I don't know if this works. I think this is just goes do it backward. Yeah, it just goes and do it backward. I was kind of thinking, yeah, this is definitely gonna happen. So one thing you can do is just to do it something like this. It's a pretty nice thing for you to do. So this is in the range of 1. So we're gonna plus the str with 0. I think this will go for len str -1. Okay, len str -2. What about that? Okay. Am I missing something? I swear, I think I'm missing something in this line of code. Like, let me just do 2 instead. Yeah, it's saying it's out of range. Is it the len index? Okay. I think we're gonna have to do if len str is more than 1, I think, else str. I think this still works. Let me just go len str, because this may do something like repeat the same word if there's only 2 of it, and that would be a problem. CB, okay, let me just remove this. CB. Oh, this actually works. I think this works because this thing is supposed to be A and then B, but then because they're both the same number now, it actually turns into 0. So this thing turns into like nothing, or like an empty array, empty string too. So I hope that you learn something about index notation here, because this is kind of not really a tricky thing to learn, because it's pretty much easy. So it's something like this is equivalent to doing this, or something negative 1. Because I think this is not gonna print anything other than an empty string, so this is gonna be equal to like something like this. And even if you're putting something like this, it's gonna equal, as long as they're both equal. I don't think they're gonna be printing anything, but I don't know, maybe I'm making a mistake somehow. So you can go and experiment that on your own. So front tree. So given a string, we'll say that the front is the first 3 chars of the string. If the string length is less than 3, the front is whatever is there. Return a new string which is 3 copies of the front. So this is pretty easy. This is pretty easy, because the thing is that you're gonna go index notation on the third one. You're gonna take three of them, and then you're gonna multiply them by three. So this thing is very useful because you can actually multiply a string with just using an integer or in an operation, because when you're using Java, you're gonna have to do something like a for loop, and then you're gonna have to go let me say str or something like that. It's pretty annoying, but yeah, you'll definitely find it hard if you don't know something like string builder or collection, a repeat. But I don't know those things, so we're gonna continue. I think we have 3.16. Let's take a little bit of break.